Embiid with 32. Make it 33, and it's a three-point game. Timeout, Brooklyn. Kenny Atkinson going to try and draw something up for the Nets. Down 3. Get whenever there because you're down. And then you have more chances even if you miss, but you don't love the look there for Kilpatrick.
But if you didn't know better, you would never have guessed there was 18 seconds on that shot clock when he took that shot. You would have thought there was 4.
Now he's out of the game here. Bogdanovich is in. Nets do have 2:20s remaining. Philadelphia has a foul to give. Lin, a 3 to tie. Off the mark. Covington the rebound. Fouled by Brooklyn. They got the look they wanted, but Lin, who put so much on himself after not hitting shots down the stretch against Orlando, misfires here.
It's a great play. I mean, just a great play out of a timeout. Good pass. Great delivery. Just off right just a little bit.
And now Covington, an 80% career free throw shooter.
And that's an interesting shot too for the Nets because we're trying to tie this game. We're not trying to get the quickest shot, make it a one-point game, foul. Then we want to make a bang play out of this timeout.
Covington hits both. 5-point game, and Kenny Atkinson will use a timeout. The Philadelphia 76ers on the brink of snapping an 82-game losing streak when trailing after 3, the longest mark in NBA history. Let's take a look at the Bigelow T dunk of the game, Donnie.
And Joel Embiid has done everything else tonight, so let's just give him this. Might have been a goaltend. They didn't call it, so I guess it's not. But rolling to the basket using the length. That's the Bigelow T dunk of the game.
So now, Donnie, 8.7 to go. You're down 5. Based on what we just saw, down 3.
Yeah.
Designing a play for a 3. You think you're designing for a 3 again?
It's 2 possessions, so you still got to get, I would say, the quickest, best shot you can get at this point, whether it's a 2 or a 3.
Meanwhile, Joel Embiid has been a monster for Philadelphia tonight. First 76ers rookie ever with 30 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 blocks in a game. A career night for Joel Embiid. And the Nets are going to need to pull off a basketball Houdiniac to find a way out of this one. Bogdanovich. The step back 3 is good. It's a 2-point game. Timeout, Philadelphia. That was the bucket that Brooklyn needed to keep breathing. Now they will review this.
Nice sidestep, though.
That's clearly a 3.
Yeah. That's a good, most players think to create space, you have to go forward or backward. Bojan does a tremendous job of creating space going sideways, just enough to get that off.
And so now, Philadelphia spends a timeout to regroup and communicate. Well, maybe they actually didn't have to spend the timeout, Donnie, because of the review. It looked like Brett Brown had wanted to, but I don't believe he had to because of the review. So they still have 2:20s and a full. And Brett Brown is communicating right now with the officials. And it looks like perhaps now they will take a timeout. That's what they're trying to figure out. Yes. Now they will give Philadelphia a timeout. So that's what Brett Brown thought he was already operating in, but it was just the review time.
And that's tough. It's all about timing, right? You don't know if they're going to review it or what's going to happen, so you have to be safe and take that timeout.
Now Tuesday night, the Nets are north of the border for a battle with dynamic scorer DeMar DeRozan and the division-leading Raptors. Coverage starts at 7 with the Verizon Fios Nets pregame. Then Ian Eagle and Jim Spinarco are in Toronto for tip-off. Watch the Nets on Yes and streaming live on Fox Sports Go. So Philadelphia will have 2 timeouts remaining in case they struggle with the inbound. Nets will have to foul, but here is the hope for the Nets. If Philadelphia hits just 1 of 2, They do have a timeout, Brooklyn does, to advance the basketball and try and hit a game-tying three. First things first, Philly will be inbounding. Next with Lynn, Kilpatrick, Harris, Hollis Jefferson, and Booker on the floor. Athletic switching group. Sarge will trigger in with Henderson, Rodriguez, Covington, and Ilyasova on the floor for Philadelphia. And Booker will not guard the inbound. Sarge trying to find someone, and he'll take a timeout. There was nothing doing. The Nets defended it beautifully. And Philadelphia now with one timeout remaining.
Those are tough plays because as a player, you're not counting 1 1,000. You're looking for the open player.
Hey, Fox Sports Supports is proud to team up with merging vets and players dedicated to ensuring our nation's warriors can be as productive off the field as they were on it by joining combat veterans with former athletes to form a common bond over dedication and teamwork. Visit foxsportsupports.com to learn more. Well, I guess Kenny Atkinson would take more of the same from his inbound defense.
They've run 2 pretty good plays, but the Nets have been all over it. You know, I love the fact that they have switching, they're talking. Doesn't matter who you have, make sure you talk and you switch out on them. Maybe come up with a steal.
Booker, Hollis Jefferson, Kilpatrick, Harris, and Lynn remain out there. Sarge to inbound. 5.3 to go. Philadelphia leads by 2. Nets do have one timeout remaining. Philly has one. Sarge gets it into Ilyasova, put it on the floor. He's fouled by Harris with 4.6 to go. And Ilyasova, 77% career free throw shooter.
Sometimes those numbers late in the game, Ryan, you know as well as I do. You know, guys could be better shooters late when it's on the line or worse.
Ilyasova gets the first.
Pretty good there.
He's 3 of 3 from the line tonight. Lopez comes in, so does Embiid. On a miss, Brooklyn needs to secure the rebound and take a timeout. If they wanted to, they could just go off and run and try and tie it. But the clock just started running, and you're about 9.9 away from hearing a buzzer. Donnie, you caught that quickly.
Yeah.
Because you all of a sudden gave me the valiant extension of the right arm up to the scoreboard.
There we go.
What doth go on with the clock? Ilyasova connects. It's a 2-possession game. Timeout Brooklyn, but that may have sealed things for Philadelphia. 108-104 they lead. Nets will have the inbound in the front court after taking the timeout. Down 4 with 4.6 to go. And at this point, they need someone on Philadelphia to lean into them as they make a 3. Or you need an unbelievably quick bucket.
Yes. And then the quick foul immediately after.
Harris, Lopez, Lynn, Kilpatrick, and Booker are the 5 on the floor for Brooklyn. Harris to get it in. Finds Lynn in the corner. Lynn hits the 3 with 2.5 to go. And now Philadelphia will spend its final timeout. This is not over yet.
And the Sixers are complaining to each other who has him. But just a great play again, out of bounds. I mean, Kenny Atkinson's out of bounds sideline, out of bounds under. They're up there with the top 2 or 3 best in the entire NBA. Really sells his team on getting to their spots, having patience, taking the ball, Out of bounds on the side. Joe Harris looking off where he's going to pass initially, in the screen by Brooke Lopez to get Jeremy Lin open. Just a fantastic play.
Now down one. The Nets are out of timeouts. And here was the communication afterwards with Embiid. Philadelphia is also out of timeouts. So they have to get this in. Now, should they get it in, you're the Nets, you foul immediately. You wouldn't be able to advance the basketball, but you, in theory, would at least have a heave to tie or win. But maybe you can create a little magic on the inbound. Moments ago, Philadelphia had trouble inbounding the basketball, had to spend a timeout. Two and a half to go in the fourth. A wild and tightly contested game with 21 lead changes, 9 ties.
Say what you want about lack of wins for the Nets. They play hard. I mean, they make it exciting. This is the start of what you want your reputation, your image, your identity to be for a team. That no matter what happens, we're going to play hard.
Henderson will inbound. Booker will play off it. 2.5 to go. Into the backcourt. It's a loose ball. Harris picks it up. Can he get a shot off? No! That'll do it. A chance at victory lying on the floor. Harris